Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well during these hard times. So today I wanted to make a video. Another one, obviously. I gotta really change my intro. Of why? Well, pretty much, let me explain to you. I switched over to Linux on my main machine. And I wanted to explain why. And I also want to talk about if this is a good idea for some of you. As some of you may know, I'm kind of switching over to like ethical hacking, cybersecurity sort of thing. So I am making the switch to Linux full-time on my machine. Now, am I going to leave Windows behind forever? Probably not. Just because right now, especially right now, I need Windows for that job that I got, that tech support job that I got. And for till the 11th, we're going to be working from home. So obviously the program that they gave us can only run on Windows for some particular reason. So yeah, that's pretty much why I'm switching. Well, I'm keeping a Windows machine. But why am I switching full-time to Linux on my main machine? Well, since I want to do cybersecurity / ethical hacking, I want to wrap myself in that environment. The best way to learn is pretty much just to kind of promote your to give yourself to the environment. You know what I mean? So I installed Ubuntu, but I don't think that was the best move for me. So I'm probably gonna uninstall that. Well, not uninstall it, but install CentOS over that, or some of you call it CentOS. If you don't know, CentOS is pretty much a free version, I want to say, of like Red Hat Linux, without all the extra stuff that Red Hat Linux comes with. Red Hat Linux is probably one of the few distributions of Linux that you actually have to pay for, because it is for enterprise use only. So I kind of want to wrap myself in the environment of Linux. And since I want to study by Linux Plus, by Security Plus, and my Networking Plus, I feel like this is probably going to be the best move. Specifically for Linux Plus, because if any of you guys have gotten your Linux Plus, you guys know that the book is based on CentOS or CentOS. And I really just want to wrap myself in the environment. Now, is this the best move for some of you, for all of you, for any of you? It really depends. Me personally, I've been using Linux since for the best part of 10 years, I want to say. Yeah, pretty much for the best part of 10 years, I've been using Linux on and off. So I'm not really scared to, actually just install it on my machine, as opposed to running it in a VirtualBox environment. Because I know what programs I need, to kind of for my work and all that. Well, not for my work, but, for email, for Word documents, and, etc. I'm not scared to use the programs that they come with. They're open source, free, and I slightly know how to use them. So that doesn't scare me at all. As opposed to if you're not used to Linux and you make the switch, you're going to get really confused, because it is fairly different from, Microsoft Word to LibreOffice. Is a huge difference, especially in characters and the way it works, pretty much. So again, I'm not scared of it, so I'm okay. But if you're a software developer or aspiring software developer, or any part of the tech field that you're going to that requires Linux, I highly recommend that you install it in a VirtualBox first before making the switch over to Linux. Obviously, if you're a Mac user, it's pretty much almost the same environment, except for Macs are a lot more expensive than free distribution of Linux. But it is, a Mac is Unix based, so a lot of similarities there. So if you're a Mac user and you kind of switch over to Linux, you won't have a hard time. Besides, again, the whole Microsoft Word, LibreOffice thing. As maybe some of you don't know, a lot of Linux distributions are free, and they come with free programs that kind of mirror, but not really mirror, Windows programs. Like, instead of having Microsoft Word or the what is it called, the Microsoft Word, Excel, all that, Office, the Office 369 or whatever it's called, 365. I don't know what it's called. I haven't used Word in so long that I don't even know what it's called anymore. You have the Libre Office set up over here on Linux, which is kind of like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, but the free version and a little bit different version. But again, if you guys ever decide to make the switch, it's there. You just got to learn how to use it and the little differences that it has. But if you're not used to Linux, if you've never used Linux, but you want to give it a shot, VirtualBox is your best bet. And start from there. There's a lot of tutorials on YouTube. I might make one myself on how to install Linux, or some basic stuff here. I'm not sure yet. But there is a lot of tutorials on YouTube that can teach you how to install VirtualBox, how to set it up, and how to use it. In VirtualBox, the only distribution that I've had problems with is Kali Linux. And it took me about 4 hours or 5 hours to try to even fix it. But I did end up fixing it, and it ran really well once I did fix it. But you should not have any problems with like Ubuntu or CentOS. None of that. They work fairly well with VirtualBox. I'm making the switch just because, again, for the best part of 10 years, I've been on and off with Linux, specifically Ubuntu. So I'm not scared of making the switch. I mean, obviously, if you have an extra Windows machine and you're not going to miss one machine, then go ahead, just install it, work with it, get used to it, and you will see that eventually you're going to be like, wow, faster, a little bit better environment, and all that stuff, you know what I mean? Plus, right now, the Linux job market is growing dramatically just because a lot of companies are switching over to open source software to run their servers specifically. Hence, Red Hat Linux and CentOS. So the Linux market is only going to grow potentially a lot in the next 10 to 15 years as these companies are making the switch over. This is why Microsoft now offers for you that you can run, a Linux command shell inside Windows, because they're noticing it too. You know what I mean? And so that's pretty much when I'm making the switch, guys. Again, for those of you who are thinking about using Linux, who want to, kind of use it, install VirtualBox. I highly recommend start with VirtualBox and go from there. There is some requirements to run VirtualBox on your laptop. Some of you may not have enough RAM or enough hard drive space to you don't need much, but you do need at least 15 to 20, maybe 15 gigs to install Linux distribution, and at least 1 gigabyte of RAM, I believe, for it to run half decent. But if that's the case, there is other ways online that you can run a virtual machine from the cloud. I believe Network Chuck has a good video on how to do that. And I believe you could do it for free for a while. But definitely go check out Network Chuck's channel. If I could find the video, I will link it down below. But yeah, I'm not sure about that. But definitely go check out his channel. He explains a lot on how to run a lot of virtual programs for free, or to get access for free for a few months, or and stuff like that. So definitely go check out his channel. But hopefully this video helped out some of you guys. I also wanted to explain why I'm switching over to Linux, just because the route that I'm going to take, I want to take my career. Involves Linux a lot, so that's why I'm doing it. And I'm studying for a Network Plus. I'm gonna go from a Network Plus first, just because when you buy the book, you get a year free to check out like the videos from the author. You could go on his website and it'll give you videos for free and explanations and stuff like that. I'm probably gonna try to do my Network Plus first, and after that, I will probably do my Linux Plus and then my Security Plus. Hopefully, I can get them all done by next year, but I don't know. I have 3 very small children, and they make it very difficult. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, this video helps some of you guys out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And please remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment, and hit the like button. Smash the like button. And I'm hoping by next year I could get to at least 1,000 subscribers. So please help me out with that, guys. Help me out to get at least 1,000 subscribers by next year. Well, not obviously not in 3 weeks, but my goal for next year for 2021 is to in 2021 to get to 1,000 subscribers. So I really hope I could get your guys' help on that. And I'm definitely gonna start making more thought out videos. I'm gonna start doing researchers on some stuff. I'm also going to do what's in my bag, what's in my tech bag, my office setup, my closet office setup. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you guys on the next one.